Today I'm sharing 5 tips on how you can organize your bathroom drawers, plus how I make organization labels. Hey there, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. I've organized all of the other bathrooms in our home, but I haven't organized our master bathroom drawers at all. They are an absolute disaster. Today I'm going to share with you 5 tips for organizing your bathroom drawers, plus how I make labels with Cricut, who is sponsoring this video today. These tips are really easy and quick, and I hope you find them useful as you're organizing your own home this spring. Let's get started. Here's why I've never showed you the inside of our bathroom drawers before. My gosh. Just piles of unorganized stuff. Not good at all. I definitely need to fix this. I really need to stop putting things on top of the counter and have a proper spot for these things. It's gonna really clear up my counter space and just make it so easy to do my makeup and my hair every morning. Also, so much of the stuff is just stuff that I don't even use. So we really need to purge and organize. Let's check out down here. Yeah, no, this needs work too, and so does this. This one's not so bad. I generally keep all of our towels in here, so I just need to tidy that area. First things first is I went and got some containers for my cabinetry. Now our bathroom cabinets are actually IKEA kitchen cabinets, so I went to IKEA and grabbed some of my favorite containers from there that I wanted to use to organize. So that is my first tip, is find containers that fit perfectly in your drawers. My best advice is measure your drawers with a measuring tape and then take that tape to the store where you're going to buy your containers and make sure that everything fits perfectly in your drawers or in the doors of your cabinetry. I also wanted to make some custom pouches with my Cricut Joy. These are Cricut's pouch blank, and I'm opening up Design Space right on my phone. I am choosing these really adorable bathroom label images. I will leave a link to those in the description box below. They're available right through Cricut Design Space, and I'm pulling them into a new Design Space project. I'm making sure that they're the correct size for my pouches, and I'm using Cricut's infusible ink for these. I'm placing that up with the ink side up on a Cricut mat and then making sure that my design is mirrored so that when I place these upside down on my pouches, they're the right way. This is really easy to do. I find that Cricut makes it quite seamless, and it walks you through on the app what to put in, which blade to use on the Cricut, and then you just tap go and it goes ahead and cuts everything for you. After everything is cut, I am weeding out the excess ink. When you're using infusible ink, you can use your hands to do this. Now I'm taking my Cricut pouch blank and using a lint roller to make sure it's nice and clean for my design. Then I'm putting my cutout design right side down in the center of my pouch using my Cricut Easy Press. You can just Google Cricut Easy Press settings and it will tell you how hot you need your Easy Press and how long you need it to make these transfers perfect. I love using infusible ink. The ink blends right into the fabric, and that's perfect for this organization. Now my tip number 2 is to completely empty out and deep clean all of the doors and drawers of your bathroom cabinetry. Take absolutely everything out, discard or donate things that you don't need, and clean and wipe all of your drawers down. My drawers definitely needed this. I definitely needed to organize and purge all of my items and wash everything really well. This felt so good to get this done. Tip number 3 is to organize everything into categories by use. Now that it's out of your drawers, you could organize everything into categories like hair items, body items, eye care, foot care, and everything like that. Now my next tip, tip number 4, is you can now create a designated space for every single category with those containers and the pouches that you have. If you have a designated spot for everything and it's all organized, it's going to be so much easier to keep track of. I also like to leave a little bit of space empty for other items later. So I'm putting all of the items I use a lot in the top drawer, like my toothbrushes, toothpaste, and eye care, and I'm putting my makeup in the middle drawer. I'm using these clear IKEA boxes to put things that I don't use as much, and then I'm also putting things in pouches as well to place inside my drawers. Now that this is organized the way that I want it to be, it's time to make labels. So definitely organize first, figure out where everything's going to go, and then make labels. It works a lot better this way. And that is my final tip, is create labels to keep your categories you've just organized nice and tidy. I'm using my Cricut Joy for this as well, along with a smart vinyl. You don't need a mat for this. I'm using that same image set that I used for my pouches, and I'm finding all of the images I want to create into labels. So I made a new project right here on my phone. I tapped on image. I'm bringing in all of these different images, and then you can tap on each individual label and change the size. You can tap on the image, tap edit, and then you can change the width and the height to make sure it matches your containers. Then all you need to do is connect right to your Cricut Joy, and then you can tap the Smart Vinyl Permanent. And now I'm loading my Smart Vinyl right into my Joy. I just left it right on the roll because I needed quite a bit of it to make these labels, and so I'm just kind of helping it feed through the machine. And then you tap go, and the Cricut Joy is going to do everything for you. I actually did this right on my bathroom counter so I could do everything in the same room. Just made sure my counter was nice and clean and let the Joy do all the work. This thing is so portable, you can move it from room to room, and it's probably my favorite machine for making organization labels, just because it's so portable and you can use the Smart Vinyl that does not even need the Cricut mat. Now I'm removing all of the excess vinyl from all of my cut designs, which is called weeding, and then I'm taking some transfer tape and applying that onto the design. What transfer tape does is it just makes sure that your design transfers really nicely to your container, and all of those tiny little design elements are in the perfect spot. Now I'm removing the transfer tape with the design on it and placing it where I want it. So here I'm putting this one for makeup. And then I'm making a larger one for toilet paper, toiletries, and soap, for there's larger clear containers underneath my sink. Often people ask me why I like to label clear containers. I've had this question before when I was doing kitchen organization. And the answer is I am a very visual person. That's the first reason. I like to see the pretty labels. And the second reason is I'm not the only one who uses this space. So all of these labels help me and my husband, and in the case of my kitchen, my kids know exactly where everything goes. Another tip is you can reuse transfer tape. So when you use it once, you can put it back on its backing and use it 2 or 3 more times. So as a reminder, here's what my terribly unorganized bathroom drawers looked like before, and here they are now. It felt so good to go through everything, clean and organize, make sure that I only had items on hand that I actually used, and have a spot for everything with these containers that fit perfectly in the drawers and all of the labels to help me and my husband put everything back in its place. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you found all of these tips helpful. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any other tips on how you organize your bathroom drawers. I would love to hear them. I need all of the organization tips and tricks that I can get. Thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out the link in the description box below to learn more about the Cricut Joy. Grab your own and start making labels to organize your entire home. I'm gonna leave some more videos that I hope you will enjoy and watch next, right up here.